How's it going, everybody? Level and Diecast, bringing you part 8 of our Matchbox Real Working Rigs walkthrough. This is Command Centers, and you will see right here, this is what we're talking about. This is the Thank You Hero set in the background here. We're going to use this guy as a little bit of a backdrop for us, but we're going to get to the Scania later. What we're going to start with is the E1 Command Center. This model is very, very interesting. When this first came out, this was, in my opinion, I thought it was thinking outside the box. But as time progressed, this actually turned out to be a very good fit for the real working rig line. There's a lot of moving features and whatnot. Of course, it's an emergency vehicle, and everybody loves emergency vehicles. This is its debut deco. Take a look at the base real quick. E1 Mobile Command Vehicle is its actual name. This is Real Working Rig number 22. D12 is the base code. This is in Hillsborough County Fire Rescue. This is a licensed deco. This has a number of features, number of print, real good print. Just looking at all the deets. Love the deets. It's got the E1 logo right there above the grill. Love the chevron printing on the front bumper. Looks really, really good. So this front piece is two pieces, but they're both metal. They're both metal. So, matter of fact, this whole back unit's metal. It's a pretty heavy model. Looking at the back, you get some tampo right there with the E1 logo. Taking a look at the top, Command Vehicle. So, this one is a little bit more difficult to use the features, but you got your slide out on this side, and some of my tampo print is kind of worn off from messing with this a little bit. So right there on that black part, satellite dish also comes up and it rotates. Really good detail on that. It's a pretty nice piece. You also have your antenna arrays in the back. Those raise up. Pretty cool. And then you have one more slide out on this side. And that one slides out the same distance. As you can see, some of my tampo prints worn out a little bit. A little bit of too much handling. That is a plastic piece against this metal, so paint doesn't stick as well. But this is pretty cool. I don't know how well I can get those seals to show up on the camera. Just taking a look at those. The amount of detail is crazy. There's a lot of tampo print on this one, a lot. Still uses the same standard real working rig wheel that everything else uses. The chrome is actually an interesting choice. It's just a small amount just to get the bumpers in there, which is some really, really nice detail. Now we're going to move on to the very next version. Now, this next version, at least in my opinion, was the hardest one to find out of all of these. And I don't know why, but for me, this guy was the most difficult to find. So this is the second release. This is in black and gold. This is a generic deco, I believe. I'm pretty sure. We'll take a look in just a minute. Tactical Command Center. It's got sheriff on the side. It's very, very, very realistic looking, though. I love the black and gold. I think it works very, very, very well. I don't know why this model was so hard to find. Just this deco, just this particular deco, I remember I had such a hard time finding this one. Taking a look on the side here, I believe that says MBX County, so that's Matchbox County. So this is a generic deco, but it looks very good. Still has all the same working features. Got print all over the place. No chevrons on the front bumper, but that's probably because this is not licensed. There's really nice detail with those windshield wipers that go from the casting into the glass. Just looks really, really good. Nice brake. There is an interior in there, but it's not really detailed up. There's some seats and stuff in there, but it's not fully up. Still has that same chrome piece. Looks really, really good. Same printing from side to side. Take a look at the base. D34 is your base code. Pretty sweet. You guys gotta let me know which one of these versions is your favorite, because this might be my favorite version. All right, now this next version came out in a Mission Force pack, and just as we mentioned before, these are the ones that came with real working rig, a couple of main lines, and a couple of Skybusters. Came in the same kind of packaging as the 9-10 packs. It was a perfect match. I think this was a good line. Most of the decos were a little crazy. The Mission Force were. I think if you guys are looking at this deco right now, you might agree with me that this deco is a little bit out there, but it's not unrealistic. There are some police counties out there that do have some pretty flashy graphics on the side of their command units. Obviously, this is generic. This is just Matchbox Police. This is definitely a kind of a Euro flair, kind of a European type vibe to the deco. This is that super high quality deco though, that like inkjet type printing. I really like that kind of deco. Obviously, that stuff is for higher end stuff. Looking at the front, we get the chevrons on the bumper, which is really, really nice. All that front detail in the print. Looks good. E1. Command vehicle. Same side to side. Same tampos. Looking good, though. Looking really good. These are black in the back this time. So they all have the same working features, in case you guys are curious. And we got E1. So the black one did not get that E1. Interesting. Take a look at the base real quick. We are looking at D41. And 2010, man. 11 years ago. 11 years ago that model was created. All right, we're going to go on to the very next version. This is version number 4. I think this is going to be my favorite version thus far. This is State Police Deco in white and blue. I especially like the gold wheels. I think that's a very fitting fit for this. You got that nice big American flag on there. Looks really, really, really good. I'm not sure if this is licensed or not. We will take a look in just a second, but I'm pretty sure it's not licensed. And that's okay. It's okay. We don't need licensed ones on that, although it would be nice. It would be nice. So, State Police Tactical Operations Center. There is a shield on there. Can't get any more involved in the deets. So, TOC stands for Tactical Operations Center. Regardless, this is a very, very good version. What do you guys think about this? You guys think this is good? I really like this. This is definitely my favorite version of the E1. Taking a look at the front. Wish you would have had the chevrons for the bumper, but that's okay. It's a small price to pay. Deco are mirrored, mirrored side to side. Same on each side. Love this high quality print. Love it. Got that same E1 on the back. No additional tampo print on the front other than here. So, just so you guys know, so this is part of the metal casting, these AC units. So, they're not painted. Looks pretty good, though. Actually, that's part of the interior. I apologize. Never really realized that. I guess, going through these world working rigs, there's a lot of details I've been finding that I never even noticed, and I'm glad I can find those out while I'm showing these to you guys. Always like finding new stuff with the real working rigs. This one is dated E07. If I can get this to cooperate. There we go. E07. Sweet, man. Sweet. All right, we got one more version of the E1. This is obviously generic. If you guys are seasoned Matchbox collectors, you will know where this came from. If you're not seasoned Matchbox collectors, this was a mail-in promo. There were 4 models. This was one of the 4. You had the E1. You had 2 of the Pierces, the platform, and the aerial ladder. And then the last one was a generic. And you had to buy so many Matchbox and then send off proof of purchase, plus like $5, and then you got these real working rigs as a token. Kind of like what Hot Wheels does with those green mail-in cars or whatever. Except for these were super, super hard to get. It was very hard to get into the promotion because Matchbox products were not moving at the time. It was just a real pain in the butt. If I remember correctly, this was the last one that was available. And I think this one, I have a feeling this might have been available for purchase, maybe through Amazon, maybe, or through Mattel. Because it came so late in the promo that it actually came after the expiration date. But I believe that's kind of what happened. I could be wrong, but it's kind of ringing a bell here. I mean, look, guys, this is dated H19. I mean, this is many, many years ago. So I apologize for not remembering exactly. But anyways, let's get to the model. Obviously, this is slathered with red, white, and blue, which is just absolutely freaking awesome. There is a gold stripe in there. We got some good badges, some good shields and stuff on there. Print is really, really good. The red wheels, I think, work well. Special operations on the top. Looking at the front, special operations on the bumper. Front tampo print. They definitely didn't skim on these mail-ins. That's for sure. That's for sure. Looking at the back, this does not get that E1 on the back. This has all the same working features, though. Both slide outs, satellite dish, and the antenna. So, H19. That was the last one. So, we have not seen this model since. I'm assuming they still have the license to make this, but the reason we haven't seen this model is because that one came out. That is not its debut. This is its debut. This is the Scania Tactical Command Center. So this is basically the European version of the same thing we just looked at. They are, I mean, they're relatively close to scale. I think they're relatively scaled to each other. It looks pretty good. This one, we knew this one was coming for a while. Matchbox had talked about this basically when Real Working Rigs was announced it was coming back. And we didn't see this for like almost a whole year, seemed like, until it finally debuted. There's a lot of compromises in this casting. We'll go over that. But right now, let's just take a look at the tempo. So this is Tactical Operations Center. This is the police. This is Matchbox Police. This is a generic tempo. Obviously, this is 100% Euro flavor. This is a 100% Euro truck. The front tempo prints are amazing. I love all that blue print in there with the black. You got your Scania logo on there. Looks so good. And I love Scania trucks, man. They're so freaking cool. You guys know I love European trucks. The whole back end is plastic. The whole thing. Even the base is plastic. So the only thing that's metal is this white cab, just the top part, this small part. It's pretty disappointing. It's pretty disappointing the amount of plastic in this model. It does have an interior in there though, so that's just something. You get your satellite dish on the top, although this does not turn around. And if you look, that is the exact same design as the E1. So we'll get this open back up. Exact same design. It is not the same mold, but it is the exact same dish design. So a little bit of consistency in there. No rear tampo print. It's actually extremely bland on the back because there is none. But this is a real working rig, right? So this one's a little bit easier to work with the slide outs. There's kind of a little bit of a spot to grab. So the entire side opens up just like that. And the cool thing about this one is there's a ladder in there. The ladder is actually pretty loose. And then the ladder just comes down. As a matter of fact, we're going to sit that down. And there you go. I mean, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Is that real working rig enough? It's debatable. But, you know, we've gone through these real working rigs, guys, and, you know, there's a couple of these models that don't really have much to do at all, like the grater, for instance, and the scraper. They don't really do much, but they do what they're supposed to do. And in that aspect, I think that that's kind of what we're looking at with this guy is it does what it's supposed to do. And I do think it's kind of cool that the ladder comes down and, you know, there's access to the back or whatnot. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But you got to be careful. So there's like little holders in there. So you can't, like this can't fall out and you can't lose it. So don't worry about the ladder. It is kind of a tight fit to get it to go back in there though. To be able to close this slide out. There we go. Pretty nice. All right, so we're going to take a look at the base. Make sure I get this the correct way. Apologize about that. This is the Scania Tactical Command Center. This is World Working Rig number 47. Date code M13. Like I said, a lot of plastic on this model. It's a really nice model. There's just a lot of plastic on it. But this model got better, because you'll see it right here. Now, no, I'm not going to open that, because I actually got like 5 of these sets when they were open for pre-order. I bought a bunch of them. This is the second version. So this is a Scania R30. We actually get that printed on the truck this time. Thank you, Heroes, on the side in that nice premium inkjet printing. It's got some texture to it. It's pretty nice. We get good detail on the side of the cab here for the windows. Very, very nice. Looking at the logo right there. It says Rescue, but I don't know what else it says on there, but it's about as close as we're going to get with the equipment we got. Looking at the front, got all the grill and everything in there. Got the lights at the top. Looks really, really good. Man, it's such a good model. It just, I wish there was more metal in it. I think they actually did a really, really, really good job with this. Looking at the side here, a little bit, you know, it looks different on this side just because you lose the print for the top here, but it's the same. We get the print all the way around the back though. Looks good. So this is designated as a mobile hospital. Obviously, this has all the same features as the other one. Get this slide out to cooperate with me just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's a pretty tight fit in there. So you really gotta. There we go. Sorry about that. So this one comes with a white ladder. So what I did with the other one is I just tapped it and the ladder came out. This one obviously doesn't want to do that. This one's in there pretty tightly. I know, I'm looking like an idiot trying to get that ladder out of there. But it's in there. Probably have to stick something in there to pull it out. This is the first time I've actually opened this up. It went directly from package to display. So that one is much, much tighter fit. These are the base deets. in 36. So it's a really good model. It's a really good model. I really, really like the Scania. I really wish that Matchbox could do some more with them, but it's kind of weird. I think if I remember correctly, this is the only Scania we've ever gotten so far. So, all right, we're gonna throw those on there. Obviously, the two best versions. Now, Matchbox has not done any other command centers, so this is kind of what we're limited to. But as we're winding down here with the Road Working Rigs, we're gonna have another version or another episode to cover some stuff that didn't quite fit in the segments that we did. And the very last segment will be all the generics. And then we will do a wrap-up video as well. So appreciate you guys watching these. I hope you guys enjoy these. I know you've enjoyed these so far. I think there's a lot of emergency guys out there that collect fire trucks, police trucks, ambulances, all that good stuff that are going to be very interested in these and very interested in this particular models. So we're going to roll out, as always, Level M style, and we're going to say, peace.